Good morning. It's 12 o'clock in the morning, or I just woke up and it's 12 o'clock. I am from your ancient history, that this much is obvious, with the proof. In case you want to see here. Yeah. I have a computer. I haven't used it in a long time. I don't know how. Never really cared for it. After driving a UFO, it's like looking at a fish tank with no fish in it. It's boring. I played the video games on it though, and I put my pictures on it. Other than that, got a cell phone. Don't care. I'm from your ancient history. My name is Kenneth Pass. I am someone that you heard about or might have read about in an ancient text about an individual, an angel called Metatron. Metatron. The youngest angel. From earth, he became transcended into heaven and fought evil. Has been documenting and recording everything. Has the box cube. Recognized all through history. Time traveling. Died before my natural childbirth physically, back in time. Fought evil in heaven. Now, to die before your natural childbirth physically is one of the greatest transcendence of all. It's the hardest of transcendence. To travel in time is to travel in spirit, because everything is alive in the universe, including the universe itself. It's alive. Space is alive. It's not a void. It's spirit. It's of the Creator. The Creator is art. Art is the Creator. The art of all things. Creation. Traveled everywhere. Went to a church. Recorded in a church. Now, from my childhood, before I went on the 50-mile hike, I used to watch monster movies, back in the early 80s and 70s and such. Dracula. And I got a hold of that Dracula came from Transylvania. The old Bela Lugosi movies and stuff. The monster movies. There used to be a show called Creature Features. Me and my grandma used to watch it. Creature Features on TV. Anyway, I was pushing the buttons in the craft. I was thinking about a great evil, trying to find the great evil and stop it. And record it. At the same time, me stopping, a little kid, stopping the greatest of evil. I went to the church. They took me to the church. And I got into the church. And then I seen it was a church, and I didn't see anybody there, but I seen these people with the big puffy white neck collar thingies and the big white puffy gowns. And I thought I was seeing ghosts, and I got scared. You know. So you just got to put all the variables together. I even recorded myself in heaven because of the transcendence, traveling past my childbirth physically in the craft, traveling be back in time physically in the craft, and then forward, passing my childbirth physically in the craft, and then put back in the same spot from which I was taken from in the first place, on the 50-mile hike with the other hikers. They did bring a man aboard, an older man. I'm assuming that was Enoch. I don't know, because I never seen who Enoch was. I didn't know what was going on. A child can only give witness to things that are happening in front of him. And this was less than 40 years ago. If something traumatic happens to a child remembers. Now, I can remember many things that happened in my life, including my natural childbirth, because of this great transcendence that I have experienced. So, I just can't remember names. I can remember places. And my grandmother, me and my grandmother used to watch the cops shows. You know how your grandma would watch the Golden Girls or the soap operas, detective stories. Well, one of the detective stories that me and grandma used to watch, along with my cousins, was Columbo. I liked Columbo. And then Kojak, you know. Who Loves You, Baby? The guy with the bald head, what was his name? Teddy Savalas, I think. My cats are going crazy. They do this after breakfast and dig to China in the cat box. Anyway. I used to watch Streets of San Francisco, you know, all kinds of stuff. And plus, not to the fact that I used to be sent to the store every 5 hours or every hour on the hour to go get something for my grandma, for my uncles. Here, Kenny, go to the store. Here, Kenny, go to the store. So in the meantime, before the 50-mile hike, I was running all through the city, going to the store back and forth on foot. A little kid, with a note and money in my pocket to get the things at the family neighborhood liquor store. You know? But, and then all this happened. Man, it's a lot of stuff. And I don't really care what anybody has to think about it, because it didn't happen to them. People say, I have terrible proof. No, I have the greatest proof in all history. It's recorded by me, not off the internet. Well, how is this possible? Because I'm the person. I'm the little boy. I'm one of the hikers. And I don't really care what people think. I don't ask. I'm older than you by many millions of years. And I went through all this. You can't comprehend what I know. But I try every day to teach and to tell. It is for us, the true history of things here on this world. I am the recorder. if you read about Metatron, the youngest of angels, I record, I document everything. Everything about you. Everything that has happened to me. The box cube, being the youngest angel, recorded through history. Documenting, recording everything. Divine, the most powerful divine appearance. I got pictures of myself in heaven. I traveled through time, recorded everything. Documented, recorded. I'm Metatron. Metatron. Meta. All the world's evil doesn't like me very much. Because when I was young, I was up in heaven, and someone stepped on my foot in heaven. My foot in heaven. And I was a kid, and I didn't know where I was. And I was looking around like, like a kid, like, wow, what is this? I was dead. I was in heaven. Someone stepped on my foot, and I turned to look, and I looked up, and it was a dragon. The tallest lizard I've ever seen, with a dragon, and I got the pictures of it. He stepped on my foot, and because I seen the monster movies, I knew about dragons, but I didn't know where I was. And he stepped on my foot, and I got mad. I got mad. And then he got mad that I got mad. And then we got kicked out of the house to go fight. And I got the pictures of the battle that took place in heaven. The dragon of old, in Revelations chapter 12 in the Bible. Michael and his angels walked outside of Dad's house to go fight the dragon of old and his angels. Hi, I'm one of the angels. I got the pictures of the battle. My pictures don't come off the internet. They come from me. If you pay attention and do your research, do your homework, you'll be like, oh my gosh, that's Metatron. This isn't interesting. This is historically significant. This is of great historical importance. This isn't fascinating. This isn't interesting. This goes beyond interesting. I'm a part of our history. And if you put all the variables together, all the pieces of the puzzle together, you'll come to the conclusion that I'm telling the truth. And even better, I have all the proof of it. Because I record. I've been recording for longer than you've been alive. You people haven't been here 100 years. You don't know anything. Me, I've been here for millions of years. I know everything. So, when I hear people talking about certain things, I can tell you right now if they're lying or not, or if they know what they're talking about or not. People write books about me. They write books about me. They make big money about me. They make the big money about me. I am not your public domain. I didn't give my permission. I am a very poor man, a very poor deity. I live in the projects, in the ghetto. Don't ever been to the ghetto, don't ever go to the ghetto, because you won't understand the ghetto. Homeboy, you don't come around here. The pizza man, he don't come to the ghetto. I'm poor. I don't even have a car. I can't afford to buy one. So, ain't like anybody's gonna help me. But everybody wants to know this and that and the other thing. But no one, everybody for the last 10 years has said to me, I wish I could help you. Every single body, everybody. I wish I could help you. I record that. I record it. I wish I can help you. That person said, I wish I can help you. That was a lie. Everybody can help. Everybody can come together and you can help. I have to be taken to Arizona to go to the Hopi. They've been waiting for me for a very long time, but I can't go because I don't have no resources to go. I have no money, I have no car. I barely have enough money for food. It's a big mess. But anyway, I can go outside right now and show you such great evil in a second. And I know how to see because I am this person. Everybody calls it, oh, you mean about the clouds? That tells me right away that they don't know anything about anything when they say that word, clouds. And in the Bible itself, it is written over 20 times and even more in different canons. Clouds. So the Bible's wrong. It's been rewritten by kings who wanted to have it this way, or a queen who wanted to have it this way, the way they wanted to tell it. Anything far from the truth. Everything far from the truth. Because they themselves didn't know. I know. Because I am this person. And I've been here a long time. You know it. Just a little kid. Put a little kid through this to see how tough you can make this little kid. Let him experience all this. Push him as hard as he can go. All through the years. Let him be by himself. Let him fight this by himself. No help. My father and my mother of ancient Pueblo thousands of years ago, they helped. They were my family. Today, none of you people are my family. You're so smart today, you people. You're so smart. You say you're so smart. You're not smarter than me. You haven't been here for thousands of years. You haven't been here 100 years. You hold no knowledge or no wisdom. You speculate and then you contradict your speculations. You read from books from people who don't know because they weren't there. But a little boy was, and the people he was with. All I wanted to do was the right things. Being a good kid. Being a good kid so I can be good and have a family and be loved and have something good to eat. Something good to eat, All through history, also, being a kid from our timeline, I was always looking for the refrigerator. Sometimes I would forget that I was back in time. It's true. But I would always have hope that there was a refrigerator somewhere full of food. Never found one. Refrigerators weren't invented then, thousands of years ago. So, here I am today, still fighting the greatest of evils, all by myself. And if I were to stop fighting all of this evil, it would consume this world and destroy it and all of you in a matter of years. And that would be it for the human species and this world. It would get into everybody. Everybody would go flipping nuts. Let me tell you, I was at the Walmart. I got the photographs of this too. Me fighting evil in heaven, on earth, at the same time. And at Walmart, in the middle of the Walmart parking lot here in town. I got a picture of his hand claw. And I got a picture of what he looks like. I won that battle, and so did he. But he turned his attention to someone that was walking the Walmart parking lot trying to go into the Walmart. And that person went nuts, instantly insane. He took off his clothes and started streaking around outside in the parking lot here in town. People remember that here in town, that kind of stuff, that kind of behavior. The evil got into him, and he went nuts. He took off all his clothes and started running around acting crazy. That's because of evil. People don't know shit about anything. They just speculate and then contradict their own speculations. And here I am with the greatest world's proof and truth at my disposal, asking for help. And know when everybody says, I can't help you. Well, maybe it is I who should stop fighting and not help you anymore. All of you. Because I've been helping for a very long time. I know. But, that's just the way it is, people today. You don't want to help. You don't want to be a participant. You don't want to be your name remembered all through history. Your name will not be remembered all through history because you choose not to do anything. You choose just to be an observer and watch and speculate and contradict your speculations and truly not give a care or a hand to one of your ancient ancestors who's trying to make a difference for all of you and our world. So, put yourself in my shoes. You can't. Because if you would, for one moment, feel and know what I know and experience what I have experienced in my life, you wouldn't be able to stand up off the ground. You would be crying so very hard. You wouldn't be able to stand up. And if you were able to stand up, you wouldn't be able to take another step for the rest of your life because I've walked for millions of years, you would be so very tired. And you would be so very thirsty to have walked in the desert. You would drink rivers and lakes dry to be so very thirsty like that. You wouldn't. You couldn't. And the knowledge that I have and all the things that I've been through, you would have a sensory overload. You wouldn't go nuts. You just wouldn't be able to handle the information. You would have a sensory overload. And I was just a kid. I didn't have a choice. You see. Tough kid, huh? Had to be. Made real tough. Records everything. Documents it. Because I'm supposed to. Because I want to. Because I feel that's the right thing to do. And I love, and I respect, and I am very thankful for all my relations. I will always tell the truth. Because I know about up there. And I have the proof of it. Amen.